The upper pad is running now at approximately 400 feet per minute, and the operator now is loading a new pad. Now the blocks are being closed by pushing the button. The tape on the right is running and the tape on the left is ready for the splice. We will demonstrate a splice now with a manual trigger by the operator pushing the button, and a few seconds after he pushes the button, the splice will take place, and a few seconds later the blocks will open for the next cycle. Now the splice took place and the bottom pad is running now. This is a splice. It is perfectly matched. And the process continues without interruption. Now the machine is running now at 430 feet per minute, about 130 meters per minute. It has 12 minutes left to run, and the pad diameter is 12 inches. What we will do now is we will do the crossover splice at a larger diameter than normal and do it automatically. The operator will now load a new pad at the top and splice it to the tape from the last run. Now this will close the block. The panel shows now that the splice will take place at 6.5 inches, and at 17 inches there will be a warning for a low tape, which puts on the yellow light, which is on top now. Now the splice point was now changed to 6.8 inches. Yeah, this was an automatic splice. Now the upper pad is running. And now we're going to have a close-up of what is happening in the splicing blocks when we splice. That was it. Yeah, the operator interface panel here has 4 lines on each screen. The first screen shows the pad diameter, which is a calculated pad diameter when it is running. The second line shows the speed in feet per minute, then the speed in meters per minute, and the last line shows the remaining time in minutes, calculated based on the calculated diameter and on the thickness of the tape, which is got to be entered in another screen. By going to the next screen is by pushing the down arrow, we go to screen 2. Screen 2 shows a setting, a preset for low tape, This is the setting at which a warning light will tell the operator that it is time to load a new pad. The third line that is the crossover, which is the splicing diameter, and it is shown now as 6.8. And the last line is the tape thickness, which has to be entered so the machine can calculate how many minutes are left to run. Any one of those values can be changed. The next screen shows the new pad size, and this thing usually does not need to be changed as long as the supplied pads are of a given size. Normally the pads could be 24 or 26 or 30 inches, and sometimes there's a need to reduce that value if it is desired to use leftover pads of very small diameter. The next screen, which is screen number 4, shows an option of that is only useful at very high running speeds. It is sometimes desired to slow down the line speed before a splice, and this value here, right now it is at 2 minutes, shows can be connected to the line in such a way that 2 minutes prior to the splice, the line would slow down to another predetermined speed, and immediately after the splice, the line will go back to normal speed. The last value is a capstan circumference. It is shown as 20.5 right now, which is the circumference of a new capstan. If it is needed to regrind the capstan so it has a new diameter, a new circumference, the new value can be put instead of the 20.500 here to compensate the values of the line speed and the calculated diameters and all the other calculated values which depend on the capstan size. We will now show a demonstration on how to handle the clamp release. The operator is going to get hold of the tape now and press the release button. And now he can take the tape and thread it down, preparing it for the next splice.